What's going on, YouTube? It's Andy the Parrothead Picker coming at you guys today with another edition of Making Money Monday. This is my eBay sales update video for the past week, which will be January 15th through today, which will be January 22nd up till about noon. I had a sale this morning while I was out running around, so I figured might as well just throw it in this update. Today I'm going to feature about 20 items that I sold over the past week. No home runs by any means, just a lot of bread and butter stuff. I did have one real unique item that I sold, so I will feature that and show you that. But yeah, anyway, we'll jump into it and show you some of the stuff that we sold over the last week. Those of you who are new to my channel, I'm a part-time eBay reseller. I do have a full-time job. I work Tuesday through Friday, so on Mondays I like to put together these little sales updates and stuff like that. You guys get an idea of some of the items that I like to pick up, what I pay for them, and maybe some of the reasons why I picked them up. So anyway, that being said, we'll jump into it and show you what all we sold. All right, up first, just sold this this TI83 Plus. You know, it's just one of those bread and butter items, guys. I'm sure everybody out there all knows about the TI83s, 84s, what have you. Sold this for $34.99, and I believe this went to buyback calculators. That's usually who buys most of my TIs, and this thing sold in 3 days. So I usually try to show some of the different functions and what have you. The calculator, you know, powered on, nice clean battery compartment, what have you. You know, usually I use all 12 photos. This one was missing some of the little feet, stuff like that. So I wanted to take and make sure I showed that, and where the name was on here. See if I can. Anyway, let me see if I can bring that in. That was kind of all scratched out, so I wanted to make sure that was on there. And I always try to get a copy of the serial number. That way then somebody doesn't try to do some switcheroo on me. But like I said, buyback calculators is typically the outfit that usually buys all my calculators. Just kind of like retrospect, typically buys all of my Polaroids. So this here is just regular Affliction t-shirt. Sold 9 days. I got $19.99 out of that. Free ship. I had this listed for $24 originally, but ran a little 20% off sale. So yeah, like I said, $19.99 out of that, not too bad, and sold in 9 days. So you know, it's just one of the big graphic logos. These actually Affliction tees actually still sell pretty well. I'm really surprised. You know, I'll pick them up if I can get them under $3 because, you know, like I said, they do tend to hold their value and they sell relatively quick. If you guys watched my trip to the thrift at my local Goodwill, it was one I did here a couple weeks ago. I think it was something like that, maybe about a week ago. I don't know. I found this in my local Goodwill. I was just kind of rummaging through the racks, and anyway, after I listed this sold in 5 days. It's just a vintage Nautica shirt, it's kind of with a little fishing pattern and stuff like that on it. But I'm going to tell you what, guys. I'm going to give you a little BOLO right now. A lot of you guys may not be aware, but Nautica is making a huge comeback. You know, everybody's out there picking up the Ralph Lauren's and Tommy's and all this and that, but I'm telling you what, Nautica is making a huge comeback. And vintage Nautica, anything with the big sailing, you know, any with the sailing stuff and all that and what have you, that stuff's really, really coming around. Do some comps on that. Just check some eBay sold. You guys would be surprised at what some of this old Nautica stuff is going for. But like I said, when I seen this, when I was at the when I did that trip to the thrift video, if you guys go watch that, you guys will see when I ran across it. I knew right away this thing here was fire and it was going to sell relatively quick. So, like I said, this was a quick 5-day turnaround. It's just one of them. It's a Peter Millar, just long sleeve dress shirt. You know, nothing crazy. Basic Peter Millar. I'm real picky on picking up the Peter Millar button front shirts, unless they are double extra large. They tend to set for whatever reason. You know, the polo shirts always do really, really well. They go pretty fast, especially if you can find the summer comfort ones. They usually do great. But this one went for $23.99. Free ship. This here picked up, I think, about a week or two ago and sold super quick. I think it sold in like 9 days. Yeah, it was 9 days, so it was a real fast turnaround. I found 2 of these together. They were 2 of the Ralph Lauren double R's. This is what the tag looks like. So this is a little different tag, guys. These here are pretty desirable, the RRLs. But anyway, yeah, both these shirts, like I said, one was gray, one was beige. So I lotted them together, and I got $63.99 out of those, and made the buyer pay shipping. Both, I was able to jam them both in a padded flat rate. And man, it was all I could do to get both those shirts in there because they were kind of bulky. So just regular old thermal Henleys. But yeah, so nice little return there. So just a regular Ralph Lauren polo, new with tags. And this is kind of different. It's like I guess it was like a knit button front shirt, so it's kind of just a little different style. And this shirt here also sold in about 9 days. I got $31.99 out of that, plus made the buyer pay shipping. Been experimenting a little bit more lately with having the buyer pay shipping on stuff. It's kind of bringing down the actual price, or my actual listing price. You know, instead of, we'll just say, being listing my item at $24.99, now I'm listing at $19.99 plus making the buyer pay just a flat shipping rate of like $4.99. So either way, I'm still getting the 24 bucks. It's just how you look at it. I'm always playing with shipping. So one of the questions I get asked quite a bit is, why do you charge, free shipping, or do you do free shipping? Why don't you charge, just one of those things. I'm always playing with shipping. So right now I'm kind of starting to go back towards charging for shipping, and with the postal rates going up a little bit, it's helping me a little bit. But I'm just pretty much on my first class items right now. Most of them now I've been charging a $4.99 just flat rate shipping fee. So it is what it is. It's no different than, I guess, just doing the 24, like I said, $24.99. And doing free shipping. Either way, I'm still making the same money all the way around. But this here's a good brand to look out for. It's one I don't run across a lot, but this is English Laundry. This has the contrast cuffs, kind of like the Robert Graham's. That's what the tag looks like. A little different item, and usually always got like a lot of embroidery or embellishments on them of some sort. But got a really nice, like I said, contrast cuffs there. I don't know what's going on with this one. Oh, okay. I guess it's just a different shot I did. But anyway, I got $23.99 out of that one, and that one was free shipping. This here I picked up at my local Goodwill. It's just kind of one of those items I knew it was new. And this thing here sold in just over a month, about like 32, 33 days. I got $20.24 out of that, free shipping. And I think this was light enough. It went first class, and I only paid just a couple bucks for this. It's just a sort of little crafting paper crimper things. I had to hide this from the wife because she's a big crafter, and she did happen to find it down here in what she calls the store. And yeah, so it was hard to get her to leave her hands off of this thing. But anyway, so I got 20 bucks out of that. Not too bad. Just another one of them bread and butter items, guys. Bread and butter just keeps you afloat. But this here's just regular Ralph Lauren, double extra large polo golf. I like picking them up, especially in the 2XL. These things sell all year round. They always do well. And I got $19.99 out of that free ship. This here game I picked up at a garage sale over the summer, so I've had this for a little while. But I just liked it because it was just kind of something a little different, unique. It's good zombies, so with, Walking Dead and all that sort of, hype and what have you, there's a lot of people that are always looking for that sort of stuff. Some of the characters are actually still sealed in the package, so I don't even think this game's been played. There were a lot of pieces. I didn't bother counting them, but I'm assuming that, everything is all there. This went for $19.99 free ship. Just kind of a little different board game. This here is just regular Lucky Brand t-shirt. This is another one of them t-shirts that I like to kind of keep an eye out for if I can get them super cheap, under, around the $2 mark. A lot of the Lucky stuff sells pretty well, especially if you can get it in, extra large, double extra large. This one here just happens to be a large, and this one, this is Tomahawk Guitar Sales and Repairs, and this one here actually went to Hawaii. So yeah, just that's what tag looks like, just regular Lucky Brand. And let's see. I gotta give a big shout out to Lonnie over at Garage Flips. He's kind of turned me on to flipping Bibles. I've been, just one of them items that I never thought I would be able to sell. Every once in a while, I'll pick them up when I run across one. This one here went for $23.99 plus made buyer pay shipping. These you can ship medium mail, which is really nice because they are heavy. God, I think this Bible here weighed almost 5 pounds. So yeah, thank God it went medium mail. But really, really nice return on, I believe I paid $2 for this Bible, and it sold in 15 days. So super quick. So yeah, definitely a big shout out to Lonnie at Garage Flips for sharing a little bolo with everybody. So this here is just an old vintage Pendleton necktie. I picked this up the other day, and this thing sold in less than 24 hours. Actually, when I listed it, I got a message right away. Somebody wanted to give me $10 for it, and I had to write them back, tell them, say, "Listen, man, this thing's only been up for just a couple minutes." I'm like, check back in a week or so. We'll see where we're at. So yeah, just a little bit later, got a sale. It went for $14.99, and buyer paid shipping. It did have a little flaw. Well, I guess this is really the only flaw. The keeper here was missing just a little stitch on the one corner, but other than that, just a really nice, just kind of a blue gray, all wool vintage necktie. And this is like the skinny ties, and I think the skinny ties are starting to come back. So might be something you guys, if you guys are selling ties or looking for something new, to get into, maybe keep an eye out for, the skinny neckties and the better brands. All right. You guys happen to watch, you guys follow Shane over at Rise and Grind Picks or the Rise and Grind Picker. He has an awesome show that he does every week. I happen to be on that show for a little bit with him this past week. I found this awesome Brunswick bowling bag. This thing sold in 2.5 hours of me listing it. I showed it on Shane's show. I posted some pictures on Instagram. Finally got around to listing it actually yesterday, which would have been Sunday. And this thing sold in 2.5 hours after I put it up. And I got $30 out of this, plus the buyer paid shipping. So, yeah, really, really great sale. I mean, this is just really cool old vintage bowling bag. It had the wire rack inside. I know I didn't put all the pictures on Instagram. So if you guys follow me on Instagram and stuff, you guys can see some of the stuff I pick it up, maybe before I list it or before they sell. But yeah, you guys see a little wire rack, an inside pouch in it. Just overall, really, really good shape and condition. The little name card on it, if I get that to load. Yeah, it hasn't been used. Yeah, this bag it was really, really nice. So, yeah, super quick flip. But, yeah, guys, definitely go, if you haven't done so yet, go check out Shane's channel, subscribe to him. He's got a lot of great information. He puts out a lot of good stuff. He's been giving away free store reviews. He's got an awesome vintage retro type show. I had another shirt I showcased on that show, so I'm hoping that thing sells here pretty quick. But yeah, this one here, like I said, I showed it on there, and I was trying to get some information and what have you. But yeah, this thing sold super fast, so definitely happy with that sale. This here is a brand y'all might not be familiar with. I've featured these a couple different times. This is probably only the third or fourth one I've ever run across where I live. These may be more prevalent, where you're at. But this is Salt Valley Western wear. It's just a long sleeve, pearl snap, kind of like a light flannel shirt. In the corner of the pocket, they'll usually have the SV for the Salt Valley. I'll show you what the tag looks like. This is what the tag looks like. It says Salt. Here, let me zoom in on it a little better, but that's what the tag looks like, guys. Salt Valley Western. These things here actually do pretty well. You can typically get usually between $20 and $24 for these, especially if you got a decent size, nice color, and what have you. But they're always pearl snaps. Those are always kind of desirable. And this one here went for $20. I had it on sale. I had it originally listed for $24. Had it on sale for 20% off. It sold pretty quick. So it's a brand you guys might want to keep an eye out for, and that is Salt Valley Western. This is just a regular little Joseph A. Bank. This was a shirt I picked up during a Goodwill 1-2-3 sale. I couldn't pass this up for $1. It was just one of them deals. I got $19.99 out of that, free ship. I think this is extra large. Yeah, extra large. Just super nice shirt. And this is the Traveler edition. Yeah, the Travelers. I think that's the little better line. It's either that or the Signature, but I know a lot of people like the Travelers. But yeah, really nice shirt there. This here, I actually found these at my local Goodwill. It's just a set of Keith Urban VIP. It was like a lanyard, a backstage pass, and a magnet. So, and they were all just kind of bundled together. I think I paid $2 for these. I put them up, and I got $15.29 out of those, and they're light enough. I think they shipped right at the 4-ounce mark, so that was nice. This is from a concert. It was about at a venue about an hour from where I live. So yeah, these are kind of funky little backstage pass little thing with some electronics in it. So I don't know much about those, but yeah. So anyway, someone bought that. A little different kind of a unique item there. And then this thing here sold just a couple hours ago while I was out and about. I was at the post office, had some running to do this morning, so this one sold. So I figured, you know what, might as well just throw it in the video. Love selling hats. Man, hats are getting to be one of my favorite things to sell. They're super cheap. Some of them are a little long tail, but you know the return on them is always good. This is a vintage Chrysler automotive, and it had a zip back on it, which instead of like an adjustable strap, it was a little different back. But you know, it's got the banding around it, what have you. Big old Chrysler rosette, or whatever you want to call that. I don't know what that's called, but I'll call it a rosette. But anyway, yeah, so that one went for $19.99 and shipped for about 10 ounces. All my hats go in a box. I put them in a poly bag, in a clear poly bag, inside a box, and then they usually ship out for about the 10-ounce rate, which I believe right now, after the new rate change, is $3.50. So, and $4.50 into this item all around, and yeah, nice little $15 profit. So. Okay, guys, yeah, that was pretty much my sales for the week. You know, if you got any questions or comments for me, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I will leave a link to Shane's channel in the description, so you guys can go check out Shane's channel. You know, subscribe to him if you haven't done so. But yeah, I think that's pretty much about everything off the top of my head. Oh, so those of you who also might have tuned in and watched one of my other trips to the thrift, I went over to Iowa, and we played a little game. So anyway, here's the results of the game. We played a little game called Cop or Flop. I found a couple items while I was in the store thrifting, and I asked you guys if I should cop this, which kind of means just take it, or if I should leave it, you know, whether this item was a flop. So one of the items was a 1994, I believe, Olympic sweatshirt. It was a double extra large, super crisp, pristine. Guys, I left it. So yeah, we'll call it a flop. I probably should have picked it up, especially with the Olympics coming up again. I'm sure that would definitely generate some traffic. But anyway, I ended up leaving it. You know, it's just one of those items. I did actually do some research on it, and I really couldn't find anything that was moving from that specific Olympic event and stuff like that. So, you know, it was just one of them reasons why I kind of passed it. Okay, you guys also remember in that little video, I asked you guys if we should cop or flop. It was a vintage Tommy Hilfiger bathrobe. Well, the results of that were I copped it. I picked this thing up. I thought it was pretty awesome. You know, it was $3.50. Still has a tag on it, $3.50. I haven't got it listed yet. Just you know, one of those things I haven't done. But I really thought this was a really just different and unique item. You know, it's still got the old vintage Tommy tag on it. I think it has a little Tommy flag on the chest. I don't know. I know it had I think it's got a flag on the chest, and then there's a flag on the. I think they call this like a locker hook or a locker tag. I think that's what this is, because I believe you're supposed to hang these like on the back of a locker on a hook. But anyway, so I capped this one. So I was 1-1. So I appreciate everybody who left comments when we played the little game and stuff like that. So that was actually kind of fun. Maybe I'll do that again next time I go thrifting. If I find something unique, we'll play cop or flop. I thought that was, like I said, kind of fun, and I enjoyed some of the interaction with everybody. So. All right, guys, that's going to do it. That's my time. Thanks for watching, everybody, and as always, fins up. Bye, everybody.